end zone for a touchback.
For the first time. We get our look here at the Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts, the second-year quarterback out of Oklahoma.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Javon Kinlaw in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Aaron Siposs now.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the pace...
In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and... setting him back on the side. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. 3 catches, 64 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
And that was nice. Jalen Hurts to Jalen Reagor. Jalen to Jalen, and the Eagles are hoping to see much more of that. Just 31 catches as a rookie for Reagor. They're hoping that that number at least doubles in 2021.
1st and goal at the 1.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's going to be brought down on what'll... Final play of this 1st quarter. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Henry.
Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And the 49ers settling in for their next drive.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. Protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They go play action with Hurts.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running from the gun with Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And how'd you like to be a cornerback, having to come up to try and tackle that big man out of the backfield? Heck, how'd you like to be a linebacker or a defensive lineman? Because he's as big as all of them. Derrick Henry, not utilized a whole lot in the passing game, just 19 catches a year ago. But when you swing it to him out of the backfield, look out.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll set up a throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To try again after the sack. Hurts. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come to halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd and 2, Hurts. He's got Smith here. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This is caught. It's Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
In a passing window. They're just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarter.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This is Miller, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
Raheem Mostert,
63 yards.
and the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And here's Scott to return it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They begin with Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gil.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20 and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49ers. D as they score the touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Hurts to throw.
It's caught. Smith.
That should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down by 2 touchdowns. 2:15 remaining. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. It's Miller, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Anthony Miller. 68 yards.
And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's got some space here. Derrick Henry all alone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Derrick Henry, 66 yards. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now it's the Niners' turn. Trailing in this one now. 1:39 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Pass caught, Miller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Pass complete, Samuel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.